Okay, strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to be delivering what we believe is going to be a short-term price prediction for Hedera Hashgraph. And if you're already looking at your HBAR bags and you're excited, you feel very proud to have invested in this asset at a time that you did, then we've got great news for you because the best really is still to come. And the price prediction that we're going to be giving you isn't our ultimate bull market price prediction. Just a prediction that we're getting based on a technical pattern that is currently forming for Hedera Hashgraph that will likely see it do over a 5x. Now, we're going to get into all that towards the end of the video. What I want to do to start things off, guys, is to just highlight how well Hedera Hashgraph is doing in the sea of cryptocurrencies. It is currently in that number 5 position in regards to returns over the past 30 days. And I can honestly say that we hold 1, 2, 3 of the biggest gainers in the top 5s. One of them has made us gains of 473%. If you like the sounds of that, do check out the Patreon. But you guys will know that Hedera is my largest position. We give that away for free because we're so proud to own this cryptocurrency. And it's for all the reasons that we cover week in, week out. You know, there's just so much going on. This crypto makes a hell of a lot of sense. But Hedera is in that number 5th position, and it's only marginally just below XRP and Algorand. And of course, Stellar Lumens has really shown or stole the show. And of course, Peanut the Squirrel. Rest in peace, Peanut. That should never have happened and wouldn't happen under your new president of the United States. Anyway, all that being said, it's very interesting as well that all these coins that are doing very well, like XRP, Cardano, Algorand, Stellar, and Hedera, are also ISO 20022 coins. These very much are the chosen ones to enable the new financial system that we are hurtling towards. But you guys came here for a price prediction. A price prediction is what we're going to be giving. Let us dive over to the Hedera Hashgraph charts. Now, this is essentially what we look at, or what we essentially teach here on Allincrypto, is that markets move in a similar fashion, and they move in 4 phases. Wyckoff looked at this through the lens of accumulation and distribution for the bottom and the top, and there was a markup and a markdown to a middle and an end to that. But we look at the markets through phase analysis, and we've been speculating that Hedera was really just in accumulation, and ultimately phase 1, and breaking into phase 2, which is the uptrend, which means the good times are still ahead of us. And if you're like me and you've been accumulating throughout this accumulation, you might have been frustrated at times. We certainly noticed a lot of it in the comment section. We kind of get hated for a couple of weeks, and then we get loved all of a sudden when people start to make money again. Try and put on the armor of technical analysis, and you'll be able to quiet down a lot of those emotions. And how can you know what's going on with the price of something unless you can look at a chart and sort of be able to simplify or process it through the lens of a chart? You know, it's the best way to do things. It's why we teach what we do here. But essentially, we like to look at the fact that markets move in 4 phases, and really Hedera's phase 1 breaking out into phase 2. And we looked at a number of interesting examples just to show you that this comes to fruition. And these are all stocks that we looked at in phase 1 and breaking out into phase 2. You can also see a kind of double bottom here. We're going to be talking about the double bottom quite a bit when we look at the short-term target that we're going to be giving, but we want to give some sort of a macro, big time frame context of where Hedera is. The uptrend, the good times are still really ahead of us. If we look at the likes of the New York Stock Exchange, the New York Times company, again, look at this double bottom down here. Remember that when we move forwards, and you can see markets move in your 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of stage fashion. If we come on to Hedera Hashgraph, or if we sort of wrap things up there, and we can sort of summarize that Hedera really is on the verge of sort of a monumental uptrend. Phase 2, we've got our big part of the picture covered. And now what we want to look for is technical patterns that are going to give us price targets as we start to embark on that uptrend. And I do believe we have one, given Hedera's recent price movement. I'm sure you were all watching it with awe yesterday. What we ultimately believe is happening for Hedera Hashgraph is you've got this big double bottom forming, and you can see this nice big left butt cheek, and you've got this short sort of stabby right butt cheek, and you're really sort of excelling. This is very much an accumulation schematic as well, very much excelling to the top of it, and you've ran into resistance, which is actually a good, not a bad thing, because what this essentially is going to be, and you can see this resistance was prior support, showing you that it's a very key level of significance. What we're ultimately expecting to happen here is a break of this and then a march towards potentially 94 cents, so just shy of $1. And remember, this is in a log chart. So from today's prices, you're talking about just shy of a 5x. That is an insane return. And I know many of you, certainly if you've been watching this channel, are sat there going, wow, I'm doing quite well on Hedera right now. This is great. 270, what was it, 4% up in the last 30 days, 264% up in the last 30 days. You're over the moon. I'm here to tell you there's a lot more to come. In line with our big macro view, how we look at the markets through 4 phases, and also in line with this technical pattern, we're now getting confluence in regards to the direction Hedera Hashgraph is heading in. And if you look at this off log, it really puts it into perspective, the sort of move that we're about to see. And this is going to run you to new all-time highs. You really haven't done anything yet. This is a lot of volume coming in here, more volume than we've seen prior, which is a really good sign. It's showing an interest. Obviously, a lot of this on the back end of the Trump victory and everything that we're seeing going on with the ISO coins. What I want to do, because some of you might be skeptical, and if you are skeptical, do become a subscriber and we'll watch this play out, is show you some examples of double bottoms that have played out on other charts. Like, for example, here we have Alchemy technology. You can see this is your left butt cheek, right butt cheek, and then this generated a target that you ran and you sold off from. If we look at Samsara, also known as IoT, left butt cheek, right butt cheek, target projection, and met. This is a perfect example of another double bottom. Again, you've got your phase analysis baked in here. The total cryptocurrency market cap back in the last bull market. Left butt cheek, right butt cheek, target met. We've got the likes of Google. You can see this is in a phase 1 sort of basing, a cumulative phase. You've got your left butt cheek, right butt cheek, complexed. Double bottom, I would say, not as sort of textbook as people. People are so trained to look for perfect. You need to add a little bit of nuance when it comes to the markets. You can see the projection this gave you, and ultimately that was met. And we were trading a lot of these actually, and Amazon was certainly one. We got a higher prediction for Amazon that you're very much marching towards, or it won't be long until you get to. But you can see even in regards to the bottom of this market for Amazon, left butt cheek, right butt cheek, target, and continuation. And Hedera is embarking on the exact same journey, ladies and gentlemen, and that's likely going to take it to around about 94 cents. And we honestly just couldn't wait to make this video. So we've previously said we're only going to give price predictions if there's a technical merit to do so. So if we can get a technical target towards a price, or if we can get a pattern that generates a technical target, we'll give that price prediction because we're comfortable in doing so, because we know there's going to be a more or a higher degree of accuracy as we have a target generated. We did, however, know prior to this target being generated that Hedera was likely going to enter this phase 2, this uptrend, because markets move in this fashion. We can prove this to you guys time and time again. Do become a patron. We'll be running workshops and things on this, because you guys can learn it as well. It's a very simple method. I hate it when people try and make things complex when it comes to technical analysis. It doesn't need to be that way. You're doing nobody any favors, and probably not even making any money off the back end of it. But we knew Hedera was about to embark on this sort of phase 2. That time is upon us. And actually, beautifully now, there is a technical pattern that ultimately is going to see that phase 2 take place. And a new all-time high happened for Hedera. I mean, its prior high in the bull market was right at the peak, 57 cents. Today, you're nearly going to double that in regards to the move that is to come for HBAR. And I actually think this is more likely going to be a short-term price prediction than a bull market price prediction. So this is just all my opinion. Don't take this to the bank. This is not financial advice. It's just my own opinion as someone who's done very well out of these markets and used these exact techniques that we're looking at Hedera through the lens of. I actually could see Hedera doing significantly better than that. What we have today is essentially a pattern in the form of that double bottom that is likely going to see Hedera get to around about 94 cents, just shy of $1. I wouldn't be surprised if it puts a toe above $1. Nice big key level, nice round number. Then it might sell off, and then we can look for continuation patterns that see it go even higher. But we're very confident in the direction for a number of reasons that Hedera is heading in. We want to let all of you guys know. Again, this is a video I was very excited to sort of be making. It's really nice to see Hedera sort of get its time in the sun. It was a bit rough out there being the Lord Commander of the Hedera army, or the HBAR army for a while. I do think we've come out victorious in regards to that. And there's just a great sort of journey ahead of HBAR, ahead of us. Phase 1 into phase 2, and now we've got this beautiful double bottom pattern that ultimately we believe is going to see you run to about 94 cents in the fashion that markets typically run in an upwards direction. So when it walketh, talketh, and quacketh like a duck, ladies and gentlemen, it's a duck. On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. I hope you enjoyed this content as much as I enjoyed presenting it. Share this around to the Hedera community, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you soon.